Can you just talk about your kicker situation right now? Obviously, Nick signing with Atlanta. You got a couple guys in the building now. Just kind of how you see that unfolding over the next few months.
So in terms of the next few months, I don't know if I could really get into that just because right now we're really just excited about the process we got going on. When you talk about Lenny and when you talk about Kay, both guys who are very, very talented, and we're excited to have them in the building. And we're just looking forward to the process, looking forward to, attacking it every single day. And I think they are as well, too.
What's the next step for Austin?
One more time.
What is the next step for McNamara? After he had such a good year last year, what do you want to see from him now going into this season?
Just consistency in his details and his process. And I think early on so far, it's still real early, but he's already showing that maturing process in regards of just bringing other guys along as well, too. But I think he's still very, very intentional about fine-tuning his details. And it's exciting to see. It's really, really exciting to see.
Hi, Chris. I don't know if anyone's asked about the re-signing of Wangu, but what do you think the importance is and the impact of that is, and what kind of step do you think that he took in his career last season?
I think we're very, very fortunate to get Kane back. I think we all know what type of ability he has in this league, not just what he's been fortunate enough to do with us, but what he's done throughout his whole career, and his attention to detail when it comes to that. So I think for him, for us, it's definitely a win-win, and we're just looking forward to, again, the process in terms of just putting the work in on a day-to-day basis.
Chris, I know it's early, but how can some of these draft picks that you guys got in this class help you out?
That's a great question. I think I'll be able to answer that a little bit better once they get in the building. Obviously we know who we've been able to acquire through the draft, but other than that, I haven't really had the opportunity to work with these guys on the field. Definitely love the direction, AG and Mooj are sending us in regards to the type of character guys that they're bringing in here. But in regards to what they can do on the field, I think that's better suited when they get here to be able to kind of get a better feel for that.
Chris, do things feel different for you entering your second year as a coordinator for the Jets than it did last year entering your first?
Definitely different, but still a lot of work to be done. So much work to be done. I mean, some faces are a little bit more familiar. That's probably the only difference right now that I can necessarily say. The dope thing to me, in my opinion, about our game, especially on fourth down, is that it's always evolving. So even some of the rule changes that's kind of come into play, they present different challenges than the year before. So it's another opportunity to step up to the plate, put the work in, put your head down, and continue to grow the unit as a whole.
What did Darius Smith show you last year as a rookie in the gunner role and just special teams in general?
I'm assuming, did you say Arian?
Arian Smith, yep.
No, I'm really looking forward to his development. Obviously, he was able to continue to grow throughout the season last year, and our hopes for him is for him to just hit the ground running and continue to pick up on where he left off. I spoke on all the guys coming in with the juice and energy they've been able to bring. He's definitely been one of those guys that's really, really, wide-eyed and looking forward to improving on a day-to-day basis.
Did you play a season with Demario in New Orleans?
Yeah, I want to say I played 2 seasons with Demario. And Onyemata.
What do you think those guys can add to the locker room?
Man, the better question, in my opinion, is what can they not add to the locker room? In my opinion, is just when you talk about from a leadership standpoint, a presence, high character men. I think they play the game the play style, they play the game the right way, just everything about them as men, more importantly, and then also as players. I think they've been a really, really high, they've set a really, really high standard in terms of how to approach this game, how to be a professional, and then also bringing other guys along. So really, really excited to have both of those guys, me personally and selfishly, kind of going back some of the memories I was fortunate enough to share with those guys out in New Orleans. So to have them here now in the building it means a lot.
You guys had one of the youngest rosters in the National Football League last year. I mean, when you're talking about Demario and Onyemata specifically, how can they help young guys as you guys are approaching this build?
I think they can do that in numerous ways. Like I said, in terms of just really one, how to be a pro. The demands that come with, playing in the NFL in all phases, are really, really high. So being able to help some of those guys comprehend some of those things, how to go about it. Again, from a preparation standpoint, from a performance standpoint, I think those guys are really, really good ears to have and guys to lean on in regards to that. So I think, they've already been doing a great job from what I've been able to see, and we're all excited to have them in the building.
Such a breakout season last year. I'm sorry, who?
You
guys, Isaiah Williams.
Yep.
He had such a breakout season last year. What's the next step for him this year with you guys? Consistency.
I mean, Isaiah did a phenomenal job last year, but again, like I said earlier, last year was last year, and we're looking forward to putting in the work this year about this, whole new unit that we have. But to be able to build on that for him will be huge. And I think he showed a lot of that maturing throughout the year last year, but now we just want to continue to build on that. And I think he's already been doing that from day one, just his attention to detail. Also, similar to what I said to Mac in terms of just bringing other guys along, some of the younger guys we have in the building. So really, really looking forward to his continued development.
Chris, what can Dane Belton add to your group?
I think he adds a different dynamic, another dynamic, I should say. I think the guys we have in the room already have been doing a great job in terms of their attention to detail in their process. But I think we also know there's no secret the type of player Dane has been able to be throughout his first couple of years in the league. So we look forward to, him using his skill set to be able to show some of those same things. And I also look forward to the opportunity to hopefully, help him raise his floor so he can continue to be the dynamic special teams player he has been.